Hello everyone, it's Amanda Watson from MrsWatsonEducation.com, and I was asked to do a quick mini tutorial series on some of the different ways that teachers can share and get documents back from their assignments back from their students in this kind of remote learning age. In my county, we're having to teach students both in person and remotely at the same time, which is causing a lot of stress. So this is just something I'm trying to do to help some teachers out that don't know how to navigate this digital world as easily. So this first method I'm going to share with you I have like 6 methods on you probably saw it in my blog, and that's how you got to this page anyways. But this is just one of the ways. There's so many other ways to share assignments. And this is, I think, the easiest way for students to do it, just because most students already know how to use this feature, which is just sharing the documents directly back to you. Now, I'm going to say the pro is it's easy. It's very simple to teach the students how to do this and work, because most of them know how to use Microsoft PowerPoint and Word already. And this is just kind of showing them where to click the button and how to type in your email address. Very easy. The negative side, and I think for me this is a big negative, is it clutters up your inbox and your shared with me drive, and it takes a little bit of time to find the documents open up to assess for grading, which is a big con for me. I like saving as much time as I can. So I'm going to show you a little trick I've developed that you can do to make this a little bit easier for you as far as like cluttering stuff up. Because if you have 100 students, and it's a lower, normally I have 150. So if you have 100 students this year, you're going to, every time you have students submit an assignment, you're going to get at least 100 emails, because some of them will share it multiple times. And each of those will connect you to that document, which is great. But then you have to search for them. There's no rhyme or reason for which order the emails come in. So that's a big problem for me. But once again, this is the easiest way to get papers back from students without asking them to print things off or get a physical copy of it. So let me share my screen. And this will be done in like PowerPoint or in Word. So they might be doing a presentation by making one from scratch. Maybe you've given them a presentation to edit into, fill in the blank style stuff, or a worksheet that you would normally print out for students in class and hand that to them to complete, but now you're giving them the digital copy where they just type in their answers. So that's kind of how you would be using these, some of the ways, right? And this is as easy as it gets. So once you have the student complete their work, write an essay, they type out their essay, whatever it is, hello, all that stuff. They're ready to share it with you. All they would have to do is go to the top button, and that's going to be here on PowerPoint, and in Word right here. It's exactly the same thing. You'd hit share, teach them how to do that, teach them how to type in your email address, whatever it is. And once you do that, type in the email address, hit send. And it's going to send you a copy, a shared copy. It sends you a notification saying student 1 has shared their document with you. And then you'd open it up in your email to view it and see again. You'll get a lot of emails this way and a lot of shared documents in your OneDrive that you might have to organize. So here is a kind of a hack I've developed. If you use Google Classroom, they kind of already do this for you, but you can make a folder in your OneDrive that would have that student's name. So once you get your student roster, you can make a folder for each student, and that's going to take some time. I know it's going to take some time. So it could be like student 1, 5th period, just like here. And you can ask them to save the documents directly to that folder. So if I go to my Word document again, I can go into save as, and you teach them to save it as whatever, A. Watson, right, whatever, save to another folder, as I want to teach them to save it to the folder that I've shared with them. They'd have to just go through and find it. And once they save it there, once it's done saving, you should, and it's going to, see right there, you would be able to see it instantly. So that would make your life a little bit simpler as far as like the grading and all the stuff that you get in emails. So you just have for each student an already, like the first week of school or whenever you get the student added to your class, you just create a shared folder for them, share it with them directly, and tell them any documents you're turning into me, just save into that folder and I will have them to see. So this way you can see the documents, you'd be able to see what their edits in there, you'd be able to go in there as they're working on it and help them as they're working through it versus just waiting for them to be finished to share it with you. So that's really, really nice. Now, just one issue with that. Don't you may be in some cases this might be okay, but you would want to avoid, and you might be like, oh, this would be so much easier. I'll just make a share folder for fifth period, right? And you are more than welcome to do that. But if you do that, the problem is going to be that now every student in that fifth period class will have access to see that all the other students' work, which can cause problems for cheating and other emotional issues. And the student could go in and edit their document and stuff like that. So I would recommend against it. Right? That's why it would be it's more time consuming, but it would be beneficial to create an individual folder for each student, share that folder with them. So what you would do to do that, you just create the folder, share, just like the students did for the document, share with that student one, whatever it came up, right? And then you'd be able to share that whole folder with them. They'd have it and just train them to put all their documents in there for grading. So that's a little bit of my tips and tricks. Again, very easy way to get documents to and from students without requiring printing and handouts. A little bit more intensive on your side as far as the actual grading and organizing, but very doable. So hopefully this helped you out. Thank you so much. Bye.